Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford, and this is Body Church. Today we've got a Sunday service live stream. If you are interested in having some community interaction, watching previous recordings and our more intimate Zoom experiences, check out bodychurch.com/membership. We have a gorgeous membership program available for access to ask me any questions, ask the community, get to know each other. There's content on there that's exclusive to members. So I invite you to check out bodychurch.com/membership. Body Church is a place where all of your parts are welcome. They are all wanted. They are all here in order to be expressed. Our bodies are so worthy and deserving of our most magnificent attention. And sometimes when we go to just do self-love and love your body and embodiment practices, there are stories written in our code, passed down from our DNA, that are saying no to things like love, that are saying that's scary, or I thought love felt like this, so I'm saying yes to something that's actually harmful to my body. And so this dance, this embodiment, this space, this prayer is a place for your body to be able to negotiate with itself in space and to dance. They say the body keeps the score, and from everything that I have been discovering and uncovering, I think the body's tired of keeping score. I think she just wants to dance. So happy Sunday. I'm so happy you're here. Today's class is going to be guided by a little spoken word. The brain loves poetry, and so the brain likes to catch on and hang on every word because it's waiting for the rhyme. So our brain loves patterns, and so poetry is a way of being able to give the brain this feed in order to let the body really take up space. Our body can be controlled by our soul, it can be controlled by music, it can be controlled by energy, it can be taken over, if you will, by our fears. And when we're able to really land our soul in our body, like, whoa, I'm here, there is this joyous desire to live life to its fullest, to love as much as you can. And we understand tension is a huge part of that discovery. It's so important. It keeps everything in balance. And by nature, we're designed to go towards love, to go towards beauty, to go towards all of these harmonious hum of a song. And without the dissonance, without the tension, the hum is so boring. And that's life. That is life. And so we can experience what our body has been programmed, asked by our DNA to experience. And if we don't allow that to happen, the prayer of tension continues down our family lineage, and that is what we dance out in our real life. So Body Church is a space for our bodies to dance, not controlled by our mind, not controlled by our story, not controlled by anything other than, hey body, your story deserves to be told. And so I'm going to teach you a breath practice, a nervous system based breath practice that I developed in response to this deep call to discern whether it was my no's can be trusted and my yeses can be trusted, and the confusion the body can get in when we are subject to trauma or familial patterning or conditioning. And so breaking free from those chains allows us to restore the code, the yeses and nos, the proverbial ones and twos of our DNA, and start to create yourself anew, a rebirth, a renaissance, if you will. So this is very much a renaissance-based practice. Rebirth, naissance means birth, rebirth into your most blissful, joyful self. So I play in the words of bliss, of Ananda. And so that's what you're going to hear today. That is what is guiding my body. That is what's lovingly bringing my body into her own bliss. And so today's practice is derived from myself discovering from the inside out how to take my soul's expression and land it in my body without saying no to my soul and leaving my body in the dark. So I'm so happy you're here. Hello, if you are joining us here live, would you please, thank you, Kai, let me know where you're from, where you're currently in the world in the chat. It is a beautiful day. We're gonna get started here in just 30 seconds. If this is your first time here, please do let me know. And let me know if at any point the music or the audio or any sort of technical difficulties cause you any distraction. The goal here is to get out of your head and into your body and give you a safe space to come home. This is the original temple, and when that makes sense, you're home. Take a big, deep breath in. This is a space for all of you. The irreverent parts, the silly parts, the goofy parts, the ugly parts, the beautiful parts, the scared parts. All parts of you are welcome here today. You'll notice that my guidance can be deeply reverential and also completely irreverent. So being able to hold polarity is one of the things that I'm learning to master. And I'm a student of the tension and a student of the release of the all. So today, as we're moving through your body, just the goal here is to be, the goal here is to experience, the goal here is to allow your body a moment to take center stage and to see what has been written into your body as it dances. I'm going to use pronouns like she and he and they every once in a while. It only take that if that resonates. My body I describe as a she. So I'll say sometimes she is so happy. If at any point you feel ungrounded, unsafe in your body, come back to your space, come back, take a deep breath, come back to stillness, look around you, find some anchor points of using your senses to come back into your sensation. This is not therapy. This is not by any means any sort of therapeutic practice, although there are highly therapeutic benefits from doing this. We are not going back into the past to replay anything. We are saying, hi body, there are stories from the past that are showing up in the present moment. So this is a dance of pure presence as the goal. And so your breath is going to lead you, your body is going to follow and dance and express, but we're not going to get carried away in the dances and the stories of the past because your breath has got you. So let's get into your body. You can say, hello, my name is Elizabeth Campbell Letchford. I am here. I am so happy to be here. So announce yourself in the space. Give yourself a moment. I like to use, for this practice, I like to use a rug or a mat or a bed, or right now I'm on a bench. I'm coming to you live from Topanga, California. It is so beautiful here. I'm hearing the sounds of birds, and there's hummingbirds zooming by, which is just so magical. We're here in this beautiful, it is a canyon, so it's very much held. And so whatever comes through, I'm sure will be guided a little bit by the nature that's around me today. And so connect. Why don't you connect to the nature around you, whether you're in a city or the country or on a boat or wherever you might be. Can you feel the land that's holding you? Can you feel the space that's holding you, the home that you're in? Look around. Feel how close or how far away you are from the walls. Position yourself in your space. This is what your soul is asking of you. Position me in your home. And so we can start to play with that ask, that request with our own physical bodies. How far are you from the ceiling? Can you feel that distance? Can you locate yourself? Can you feel your hips on the seat? Can you start to move your hips to this song, to the beat? Give yourself a little sway. Maybe get up to your feet. We're gonna start today in play, and then we're gonna have a seat and get into stillness. I'm gonna teach you a breath practice, and then we're gonna go on a journey. It's gonna be about 30 minutes long. And it's all for you. It's all for you to come home to you. So I want you to just start, like, today is about really letting go. And sometimes that's really terrifying. So I invite you to do the thing that maybe, we're gonna go slowly into some permission. So I want you to make like the weirdest face you possibly can and like make your hands do weird shapes. And just let your body do the thing, like pattern disrupt is the goal. Do the thing that it just feels like it wants to do, but maybe it was told it was ugly or weird or not okay or bad behavior. Who told you that? If it brings you joy, is it bad? Oh, that is Pandora's box. If you're sad, is that good or is that? So come back to your breath. Breathe in. How does it feel to make your hands look ugly and your face look ugly? Are you embarrassed? Are you relieved? Start to become this feeling. Embarrassment. What is that? Shame. Not okay. It's all bliss. And so when your fascia gets twisted up in knots, it tells you there's an actor in there and it's got a hold of you. And so as you look at your skin, at your body, orient yourself here, realize, okay, body, there's some knots in you and we're all twisted up and that's a character. And it's got movements like this, or like this, or like this. The fascia gets twisted in knots and now it's being almost like a puppet on a string, puppeteered into these movements. But because it's not okay in our society to walk around like this, which is what your fascia might be pulling you into, we walk around like this, and instead the same muscles are tight. So you might have a tight upper trap, your neck might be turned a little bit, have some tension on the right side. You might have a right lower back problem. So the goal here is to be able to move into these forms to allow that winding in the knots to be expressed. And when we do that, these characters, these energies come through. And like a loving mother tending to her wild children who are still learning to be, your breath comes in and says, okay, we're not gonna let you take the steering wheel. We are not gonna let you run the show, but I wanna see your play. I wanna see you express. And so we're going to move into certain positions guided by your body, anchored by your breath so we don't get carried away in the character and it takes over, which is what you see all around the world. If you're ever feeling like, I can't get out of my head, I'm stuck in this character, this mode, this loop of being, this is the practice for you. All right. So first things first, let's get really still. We just got silly. We allowed a little permission for the character to come through. So let yourself become really still. Find your seat, get comfortable. And now from this place of stillness, why don't you observe, can I feel where I might be pulled into some tension? You might feel it as a sensation, a discomfort in your back or your neck or your hips or your shoulders. You might feel a temptation to move. Just be with that for a moment and breathe. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs up wide. Imagine you're stretching your rib cage from the inside. And breathe out all the way, just sitting with this. Okay, I have tension. We don't need to fix it right now, just be with it. You know when you're upset and someone just like, you're like, oh, and this person did this and this person did that, and then they give you this reasonable answer of like, well, you know, they're just hurting too. And you're like, no, listen to me. I know, but just like, I need to express this. Your body does the same exact thing. Listen to me. You don't need to fix it right now, just listen to me. That's your power. And I'm gonna teach you how to remember that. All right, give yourself some space to breathe and move. You might be moving your hands, you might be moving your feet, you might be taking up some space, you might be in yourself today. Who knows? This is your dance, this is your journey, whatever your body is desiring to express today. The practice starts with one long breath. So you're gonna breathe in through your nose all the way full. Don't hold at the top. Breathe out all the way full. So it's one long. And exhale through pursed lips until they're empty. And same thing. Just continue that breath for a moment. All right. Make some space in your body for your breath. Please let me know if the audio sounds a little bit better. It's so hard with the live stream. I don't want it to be disruptive or distracting to you, so please ask for what you need when it comes to the audio. All right. So with that long inhale and exhale, your goal is to not run out of air. It's not to like panic. Okay, I exhaled too long and now I can't maintain that long stream of air. So you're trying to find a pace with which you can comfortably maintain this inhale and this exhale. So you may have to speed up a little bit if you're running out of air and you have to, hold on, take a pause, okay? Or you might have to slow down a little bit if you find yourself getting lightheaded. So this is the foundation of the breath practice. The second part of this is actually an awareness of sensation. So we're not often guided to feel our breath. It's just like, do the thing, do the breath, breathe in big. Here's how you do it. So I'm gonna guide you in how to feel and sense your breath. And I want you to sense actually the resistance placed upon your breath. So as you breathe in, you're gonna notice there's a little bit of like, it gets harder and harder to inhale. And then same on the exhale, there's this force that you're kind of pushing against as you get to the end of your breath. We're gonna work with that today. I call that the tension field. At the very end of your breath, the tension field is your limits of your musculature, of your diaphragm, of your lung capacity. Same on the inhale. There is a tissue stretch. But for most of us, if we are not in bliss breath, we are in a tension field, and you'll feel it. The bliss breath feels like I'm in pure presence and every breath is a gift and it is ecstatic and I could stay here forever. So if you're just breathing away, worrying about anything, likely you're not in bliss breath. And so the goal here is not necessarily to get to bliss breath today, but that is our North Star. Our North Star is pure presence in the body, pure presence in the mind, and pure presence with the spirit. So as you inhale and you feel almost like the straw is getting smaller, just again, as you did when you were still, notice the tension. Be with it. We don't have to move it right away. Can you breathe in and be still and say, okay, I'm observing. There is a tension field here. Can you notice as you breathe in where it begins and where it gets even more difficult to breathe? Same on the exhale, where it gets even more difficult to breathe. And we're going to create space without moving first. There's a funny thing that happens when we're in resistance to resistance. We get stuck in this loop. So the goal is to take your mind and say, it's okay for me to have resistance here. And just watch it. It's So as you're breathing in, just notice, can you feel the sensation of the resistance to the inhale? And just be with that. Just feel it. Notice it. Get curious about it. No stories. You don't know the story of this tension. Your body does. Your mind is going to know. Your mind is reacting, creating fantasies. But your body knows the truth. And when it is illuminated, when it can feel, it can tell you that truth. So start to breathe. Notice the tension as you're breathing all the way in, all the way out. Now we are going to work with this tension to get your body into the positions that are likely going to liberate some feelings. Liberate that character from its stuck place. So if you got a character that is talking to you through your tense shoulder, through your tight low back, through that hip that just keeps getting stuck, today we're gonna find the position and then birth out of it through this beautiful practice called spirokinetics. All right, so the next part of this practice, you've got the breath, you've noticed the tension. Now we're gonna play with the tension. So as you breathe in, you feel that tension. I want you to squeeze your body, not like a level 10 squeeze. Squeeze your body like level 7. Get just a little pressure, almost like you're giving your best friend a big hug. As you breathe in, you're gonna breathe. As soon as you meet the tension field, keep breathing and then match that tension with your body. Now your body moves in spiral lines, so as you tense up, you might notice some movements and they're not gonna look graceful. So let them. And then as it unwinds, it's gonna start looking more graceful. But let your body own this tension all the way down into your toes, all the way up into your shoulders, in your face. Woo! Keep breathing. So you're gonna breathe all the way in, all the way out. And when you feel the tension field, match it with tension in your body. It's almost like I'm really dense and I'm moving through this wet clay, trying to slowly create tension in my body, and it becomes this unwind. So first things first, we're getting into the density, the tension. Oh, and you might feel some pops and cracks. I just got an epic crack in my shoulder and my collarbone. We're using the resistance that's being asked of you. We're using the resistance that's already in there, the stories, the fear, the characters that are already in your body. And we're saying, okay, can I find you? We're like hunting them. Okay, where are you? You're in this soupy, dense movement. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Continuing to breathe. Now you're gonna watch as your body's gonna wanna say, no, 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 don't find me, don't find me. Then I can't hide anymore. It's like a hide and seek game with your body. If it's too scary to feel this, I might say, no, 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 don't find me. I might hold your breath. But your breath knows, ah, baby, you're just hiding. Mommy's here, daddy's here. We got you. So let your breath guide you here. Big inhales, big exhales. Don't stop your breath. Your breath is the North Star. Your breath is gonna help you find your way home as you're moving through this tension. Now watch, your body's might be tempted to dance to the music. Dance to your music of your body. And as you meet parts of you, you might feel like, ooh, we're getting a little like shake. We're getting a little stick. Ooh, let it shake, let it shake. We're going back and forth in the tension to try to find the release. So you're rippling through with your breath and your body to come home to yourself. Full breath. And as I guide myself using my breath, I tend to place my hands and create resistance, almost like a self-chiropractic, but it's all intuitive. This is your body intelligence, creating resistance in order to find release. It's our birthright. So feast your eyes on yourself tonight. You are the prize you've been searching for. Allow your eyes to fall on you. That's what they made a curtain for. What is veiled is allowed to come through. So set sail on the journey of you. Tales of old live in your bones. You hate being cold, so you need a home that is warm. It's your body asking, it's your body informing you. Please, dance, bring the heat. So even all of those things that we eat are signals to what our body needs in order to come back home. What we crave, what we're addicted to, what we want to own, who we want to seek out on our phone are all clues to help us come back to the one that we own, this home, this skin. And it's you trying to come in, so we'll knock, knock, knock and say, guess who? And you talk for days about you know who and all of those lazy people and oh my God, it's all a clue. What we gossip about, what we like to do, what we clamor on about. It's you trying to talk to you. What do I need to feel in order to heal? Everything's a clue. What you're addicted to, what you are asking yourself for. Ubuntu is in the house. Hello. So allow yourself now to knock on the door. Who are you? Allow yourself to come through. You're better off happy. You're better off sad. Maybe you need a nappy or to be held by dad. Your body may be stuck in a time that felt really, really bad. And so now is your time to come back. Take a breath. Lay on your back. Protect yourself. Oh, that's the crack. Ugh. You were trying to protect yourself from feeling the lack. And you play it all out when you're rolling around in the sack. But it's about you. But when we have mirrors, it's easy to do. We can see ourselves clearer. It's me loving you, but it's me loving me. I am that too. So let yourself be. As you breathe into you, allow yourself to receive the part of you that you believed was dark, but is actually just heart. It's all love. And it loves to come together and it loves to come apart. It's the tension. It keeps us in balance. It's the light and the dark. And our challenge is to negotiate with that. And that's the arc 2 by 2. I married you, carried you, and then buried you. So allow yourself the cycle. There's an angel named Michael. And he's here to protect you. Can you find that in you? Can you wear a suit too? Of armor, of wings? Disarm her, she sings. And allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to move. Let yourself receive these words, however you need, whatever you use in order to pretend. If this is your thing, then great. Let's defend beauty and love for the sake of coming above the tension for just one moment and then sinking back in and saying, gosh, it's a whole network of beings. We call it the Akash, but it's just what we're needing to tell ourselves, the stories, the books. We sell ourselves a word because we like how it looks. Begin to breathe yourself in. Slow it down. We're now going to speak the skin. Let's go to town. The subtleties of the network in your skin. They are tiny little fireworks, and they talk within. You have nerve endings that respond to different kinds of touch. Afferent neurons. It doesn't take much. Just a little breath on your skin. Can you try that? The lightest touch. Notice where you might be numb. Notice where it might be too much to feel so sensitively. And then come back to the bones. Oh. And then defend it with me. We're home. It's me. Hello, home. It's been a while. I haven't felt you since I was a child, and I was yelled at for being wild. Tell Dad that it was his child he was yelling at, his little boy. Not me, because me, I'm Joy. Why would you yell at Joy? Because his father did, and his father, and his father, and they all had kids that looked like them. So when we get farther and farther away, the magnet pulls us back in, and this is how we play. We are stars in skin. We were built this way. So let your body grin, let your body play. Let your naughty parts have a say. It's all art. It's all worthy to pray. So as you breathe in, I want you to go slow. As you're moving around like only you know. And let yourself sound, this is your show. You're coming back to town, so let yourself know, I'm here, I'm clear, and I love to see. So when I'm above the tension calls back to me. Did I mention I set myself free? So that I could come back into the tension, because the tension is who I need in order to stay in. Oh, the paradox of existence. It starts with your skin. The tension, the scars. It's like Venus and Mars. It's competing, but in love. So take a big, deep breath and give yourself a hug, because you are a paradox. And like a parrot talks, it regurgitates. So when you can find your own word, I want to celebrate. When you can spit too, I want you to reach out. Show me what you know. Show me how you doubt. Show me how you grow. Show me what comes out when you realize you're so in love with the fear and doubt. You need it in order to stay in, and then you want to get out, and you're God in skin. So let out a shout. Ah, woo! When you figure it out, oh, you'll shout too. And until that, you'll doubt you in others. But we're all the same, sisters and brothers by other names. We are all from the same tree, rooted and split in all of the leaves, different colors. So please, protect your fruits. No disease, keep it cute. Take a big, deep breath. And start to slow it down. If you're moving your hands or your arms or your legs, I want you to give yourself a hug. We're coming back into containment. And as you breathe, I want you to imagine you're setting your own roots down, down, down. And your leaves up, up, up to receive the light, to be nurtured by your roots in the dark, and to be the trunk in between. The messenger, the communicator between the light and the dark, the heavens and the earth. We're all just trees. And birds and bees. And whatever else you see, you are that too. So you can be that. And I'll send you a clue, love says. Your desires will lead you back to you. Inspired by the dark, inspired by the light, but married in your heart. That's right. Take a deep breath, come into stillness. Thank you for going on this journey with me today, experiencing your body, experiencing the word. All of this is true for me. If there's anything that doesn't resonate, gorgeous, amazing, good, feel that. And then share your perspective. I'm so curious. How do you see the world? What is it like in your skin? What is it like in there? What do you know? You're a different machine than I am. I could never tell you how to do this. I'm leading myself back home and I'm saying, here's how. Your technology may be different. That's okay. That is your power. Teach us. And so this is your permission slip to trust your body, guided by your breath with the North Star of love. And then laughing at the cosmic mess, because when you go so deep into love, you come out the other side in tension. And the tension and the release is what we live for. It's what creates us. We wouldn't exist. It's the eternal bliss of tension and release, and it heals our body so that we can live our lives as deeply as possible, given the stories that are embedded in our DNA, written in our features. It's just when we can drive this body, when we can really, our soul can drive this body, that's when we are free, and that's when we can play. So I'm just calling you forward. Listen, I would like to play. I would like to speak with you. I would like to create art with you. In so many traditions, any religion, it's this story of one became two so it could become one again. It's birth, it's death, it's life, it's pleasure, it's pain, it's the paradox. Life is a paradox. Life itself is paradox, and we would cease to exist, but that's impossible because we will always exist. And so what I'm trying to say is it's lonely when it's just you, trying to do your own thing, being yourself. So let's play, let's dance. Oh boy. All right, shake your hands, shake your legs, come back in. Happy Sunday, this is Sunday service. Body Church is a place where all of your parts are welcome. The goal is to figure out who you are, to feel it, to really feel, and to have a safe place for all of your stories to be told. For you to be held in your beauty, in your brilliance, in your innocence, and to have a place for those desires, those expressions to be respected, so that they're not trying to express, or we're not repressing them in our everyday life and they come out in war and they come out in harm to another. And so this is a beautiful place for those expressions to be able to release from our bodies so that we can dance in joy and love and bliss and hold the pain, but not become the pain, not become the oppressor, not become that which is fear. We can become love and hold fear in the play, in the spotlight. Give us a show. But I know you, but I am guided by love. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me here today. If you have any questions, we have a community Zoom room after this. So if you have any questions, I love when all of you come and share what this experience was like for you, because together, that's the real word. That's the real wisdom. What happened to you? What did you notice? Please share. Long gone are the days where there is one teacher sharing wisdom. There are leaders who are embodied, who can then help you find your own wisdom, discernment, and prayer. So happy Sunday service, Body Church. It is so gorgeous to be here with you today. I love you so much. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford. If you're curious about joining the membership, go to bodychurch.com/membership. We're going to have a link to the, in the membership platform, there is a link to the meeting after class, the Zoom room, the community chat. So if you'd like to meet me there, send me a message and I'll get you in, and then we can sign up for the membership. I love you so much. There are going to be events and experiences coming forward soon. I'm in the middle of a transition, moving from California to London. And it has been so much tension. So I'm really excited for the other side of it to come out. So once I am settled, I'm excited to announce upcoming events and partnerships and experiences for you to experience this in a group with people, which is phenomenal. It is ecstatic. It is all. So go pour yourself some tea, members. I'm excited to see you in the Zoom room, and that is Sunday service. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you.